Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Now this is another position because reasons. um so yeah, as I think I mentioned yesterday in the vlog, I actually went and through to Aberdeen on Saturday to watch Jesus Christ Superstar. I highly recommend you guys go and check it out. It is an amazing show. Yeah, it's really good. And yes, this is what this video is going to be about. I'm going to be reviewing it. So, firstly, I'm going to show you a quick minute and a half, maybe minute 45 video of Heaven on Their Minds, which is a song that's sung by Judas. And in this particular one, it's sung by Tim Minch. Mitch, yeah. Check that out. So, you guys enjoy.
My mind is clearing now. At last, all too well, I can see where we all soon will be. If you strip away the myth from the man, you will see where we all soon will be. Jesus, you started to believe the things they say of you. You really do believe this talk of God is true. And all the good you've done will soon get swept away. You've begun to matter more than the things you say. Listen, Jesus, I don't like what I see. All I ask is that you listen to me. And remember, I've been your right-hand man all along. But you have set them all on fire. They think they found the new Messiah. And they'll hurt you when they find they're wrong.
Pretty awesome, right? So just on top, I absolutely love him. I think he's an amazing singer, amazing comedian. He's a comedian, writer, singer type thing. So if you want, you can go check him out on the YouTube. So there you go. I think he's Aussie. I think. Anyway, he might be British. So I'm just gonna go through the first act, and then I'll show you another minute 25 video of a song from the second act, and then I'll go through the second act. There's method in the madness, I swear. So just off the bat, music, fantastic. You might have heard of it in Heaven on Their Minds. But the bass guitar and the guitar and all this and the effect. Well, it's not so much in the effects there, but the bass and the electric guitars are absolutely fantastic. Right at the opening song, which I could have put in there, but I thought doing Judas's song is a bit better because, surprisingly enough, you go into the show wanting to be like, oh yeah, Jesus is so cool, Mary, oh yeah, Mary Magdalene, oh yeah. I came out loving King Herod and Judas, just because fantastic. No, it's an all singing musical, so there's not really any dialogue. It's more sung dialogue. So yeah. No, this is all based off of yesterday's cast. The range on both Judas and Jesus is absolutely fantastic. Now, the one that, like, the range on the other characters and Mary Magdalene was good, yeah. But I just think theirs, because the other characters, because everyone actually is played a character. There's no extras per se, except they had, like, I think it was 12 local kids in for the children followers of Jesus. But that's, I think it's the only time. Usually, if it's a proper state cast, they'll be playing someone. Oh, that might not be them. I can't actually remember. But yeah, Jesus and Judas's ranges were fantastic. They were going from quite low notes all the way up to like really high. I think even going from through male into like low female, which would be alto. Yes, remember music there. So yeah, that was really good. The dancing was great. It was really simple. Like watching it, you go, yes, I could do that. Really simple dances, dance steps, and all this. It looked fantastic. So yeah, you may see a little bit of it in Herod's song, where the dancing there. So it's really good. The only problem, cause there's not just good things here. The only problem was the guy playing Jesus. I'm not sure if it's maybe that's how it's meant to happen. But he's a bit whispery when he's singing, and I'm not sure if that's characterized or maybe that's just him. But yeah, um, I can't go back on with. Jesus has a really strong voice. Like I mean, it carried. Like you could hear every single word as if it was being extenuated. Like really, really fantastic. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fanboying over Herod and Judas, and there's like just going to stay because I really like them. Another one was the head priest. Now, obviously it's set in Jerusalem, set in Israel. We're gonna say that because they go from Jerusalem to, is it Lazarus? Yeah, because it's Jesus of Lazarus. So yeah, um, the head priest had a fantastic range. So he came out all gruff, really deep. I was like, yes, okay, I like this. I like having his bass. Oh, okay, right, baritone. Right, he's going up. Oh, he's an alto. Great, wow, okay. So he pushed it right up. It was amazing. And the other priest, because I think he was the head priest, and this was his like deputy, but also had fantastic range. They all the priests had range, you know, but I think a lot of them were like you only ever saw two head priests with all the other people because the other three priests were actually also playing Jesus' followers. Yeah, one thing that was annoying, like the last supper was in the 12 of you. One, there's meant to be 13 of them, just stating, putting that out there. Two, there was only 11 of them that actually there. So, you know, really one of the only bad things. The SFX and the LFX was amazing. That's lighting and sound effects. They were really good. You know, flashing lights for well, actually, that's more of the last. That's more of the second act. But when they were playing, there were lepers, you know, trying to be healed and all this, and they had like grey ragged costume, which was good. You know, it was really well done using that to represent the lepers, but it was the whole echoed, laid over voices, everything going, lights flashing, like dark blues and greys, which really kind of boosted. With like, and then there's like a single clear light hitting off of Jesus, kind of Jesus. And all this. I was like, yeah, this has got a lot of like actual thought put into it. The choreographers and the lighting effects, sound effects, the music was fantastic. Um, I've just put Judas was great. I really liked him. I don't know why. I just kind of locked onto him, like, firstly, because I was like, yes, this guy's really good. And then my last thing is, if you've ever if you've ever watched Joseph, then you'll know that they've gone through different eras and styles. So obviously there was Elvis, which was rock and roll, for the Pharaoh, and when they get rid of Joseph, it's quite sad country music, and then when father goes, it's upbeat country, and when they're falling on hard times, it's French, it's styling and stuff like that. So you think of that, and that was also done by Tim Rice and Andrew Lloyd Webber. And you kind of get that in this as well, when they have a nod to the modern era, where their sentries, their Roman soldiers, had riot shields and riot helmets. Now, it took me a while to realize that that's what they were. I thought they just had it so it was clear to see through so you could see the actual actors, but no, it's an actual proper rounded riot shield with the riot helmet. I never noticed the visor was actually clear as well. So it wasn't until I noticed that the visor was clear that I went, huh, that's a nod to modern era with riot shield and stuff. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. So I'm going to stop this bit here, let you watch Herod's song, and then come back and tell you about the second half. Okay, bye.
So, you are the Christ, you're the great Jesus Christ. Prove to me that you're divine. Change my water into wine. That's all you need do. Then I'll know it's all true. Come on, King of the Jews. Jesus, you just won't believe the hit you made around here. You're all we talk about, the wonder of the year. Oh, what a pity if it's all a lie. Still, I'm sure that you can rock the cynics if you try. For you are the Christ, you're the great Jesus Christ. Prove to me that you're no fool. Walk across my swimming pool. If you do that for me, then I'll let you go free. Come on, King of the Jews.
Alright guys, sorry. I've already recorded this bit. It kind of died. It didn't have any volume, so I just really need. So I'm going to do it again. So yeah, guys. As I was saying, it didn't really record very well because there was no volume. Fantastic. I mean, it's so good last time. Right. I hope you guys enjoyed that bit. That is also one of my favourite songs out of the entire show. Herod's song, so funny. But we'll get back to that. So, as I was saying before in the last bit, I really liked how they used a minimalistic cast. There was about, I think it was 21 people in whole on stage. That is 19 actual cast members plus 12 local kids. This dude is playing the followers, but the Wii followers. So years. So yeah, one thing I did like was that they did another era jump. So when Jesus actually gets captured, because at Last Supper, he predicts that one of you will betray me, and Peter, you will resent me. You will say that you do not know me, which also ends up happening because he goes, "No, I do not know this man. Please do not take me in as well," type thing. And Mary goes, "That's what he just said. How did he know that? I don't know, but he did." So I don't know what that was. I don't know what that voice was, but it was a voice indeed. So yeah, that happened. So yeah, at the end of the supper, the Roman guards, he does his whole monologue song. Then the guards come in with Judas, and he's like, Act 2 starts helping it, still like, chill. So yeah, and so he gets captured and he gets brought on, and there's really good stage combat at this point. You know, they use it quite well, like hitting him with the staff, the shielding, pulling it up by his hair, so on, so on. So at this point he gets told, no, well, he just goes, it ain't really our problem, he doesn't come from our land, send him to Herod. That's his king. So he goes to Herod and does that song. That's not the full version. Yeah, it's really angry, deep on the piano. Aren't you scared of me, Christ, Mr. Wonderful Christ? It's really pissy with him that he's not saying, oh God, I'm so sorry, Herod, oh, please don't hurt me. It's like saying, he's just like, meh, shit happens. So yeah, Herod gets really pissy with him. But yeah, that's cool. So, I'm not sure if I didn't mention that bit. I mentioned the last bit, the last time I recorded this. That isn't what I was wearing for my one, the one we watched. The one that he came out in a pair of trousers, loose trousers. That was about it. He didn't have a shirt on. He had nipple tassels. Just hanging down, little red nipple tassels. So, yeah, that happened. But yeah, it was really good. I really liked the song. He had a massive range. Because when I say that, I mean it in two different ways. Like, you have range going through up the scale, and then you have range how loud you can make it. And I couldn't see a mic on him. He probably had one. It was probably like a nice invisible one or something. But I couldn't see one on him. So, because I wouldn't know, because when you have put on stage mics, there's a wire that goes down your back or down the front to the actual box. He didn't have a shirt on, so you would have seen the wire, and when he was doing down things, and I couldn't see one. So I think you missed it might have been actual micing on stage which picked his voice up, which would make sense, but he didn't. But if not, then he had a really good voice. So yeah, his dancers also had less clothing on than those ones. It was a very minimalistic costume. Like, I mean, if you've ever seen films where a woman's came out of the shower and she's got the towel wrapped around her chest and then the towel on her hair, that was it. That was all the girls were wearing. It was like sheets, and the guys had on sheets across there type thing. So yeah, it was quite weird. I was like, oh, okay, well, let's just hope they're really quite secure. That was cool, I would say. And so pretty much he gets really pissed with him, sends him back to Caesar, pretty much saying, yeah, he's not cooperating, you do what you want with him. Similar to the actual song from Joseph. Which one from me? So, yeah. Okay, so he gets sent back and he gets asked why are you doing this? You're innocent. And then people keep saying crucify. Through like the stairs, you have these hands kind of popping out, grey costume, amazing lighting sound effects for that, echoing it back with the floors and stuff like this. That was pretty good. And that's where a lot more of the stage combat came in. They were hitting him down, taking him back up, and whipping him. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. So he has to put back in front of him, and pretty much he says, fine. If you want to die, then die. Crucify him. And he gets 42 lashes, which is really quite well done. They had the actual going for doing the lashing. There was obviously not enough to actually hit him, and they had the sound effects going whoosh, whoosh, and had Caesar speaking out how many lashes he had, which was pretty cool, Then just gets left there. Then Judas comes back on with blood money and pretty much saying he doesn't want this money. He throws it back at the priest and all this. And then he goes into him saying, I don't know how to love him. All this, before going into quite deep, massive rock type stuff, where he kills himself. Or what I thought was intended suicide, and I thought, and what I put down was it was really well executed. Pardon the pun. Yeah, because he died. But I thought it was really well done. You know, lighting effects, sound effects, and all this brilliant. Because he takes off the rope that's around his waist, puts it around and goes like that, which is symbolizing him killing himself. So that was pretty awesome. Then pretty much Peter's asked, "Oh, don't you know that man? I thought I seen you there." Because no, you've got the wrong man. I do not know him. And another guy comes and is like, "Yes, I'm sure I've seen you there. I saw you by his side, crying and shouting while he was being taken away. No, I do not know this man." He keeps on, goes on, and then Mary constantly goes, "I did this at the start of it, but he went, see, he knew you were going to betray him. He knew you were going to say, nope, I didn't know this guy." So yeah, it was pretty awesome. And then they're there doing singing stuff and all this, and the actual like sentry sings as well, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, he sings at that bit. But pretty much after he's just been whipped, left there, comes back and saying stuff, and all you hear is and Judas comes in a white shirt with sequins on, and then his dances around like silver and red jazzy 50s dresses, where there's actually another change, you know, another era change to quite heavy rock and roll jazz, which was really good. I really liked it. It was quite similar to what Joseph does. If you've ever seen Joseph, then you'll know that there's a lot of era changing as well. So at the start, normal, and then when they lose Joseph, then it's sad country. When the father leaves, it's happy country music, and then when the Pharaoh comes in, it's rock and roll, quite Elvis-y, and stuff like that. Potiphar, my role. I can't just remember because it's more speaking than singing. Because I don't sing. I had a very I will eat you. So yeah, that was cool. And then obviously when they fall into hard times, it's like French. So yeah, and this is also seen in Jesus Christ Superstar, but it's just changing to like 1950s rock and roll jazz. It's really good for it. If I could, I would put that in, but I'm not, because the video is going to be long enough as it is. So yes, so that comes up and say, "I don't know how you playing so out of hand." Like, yeah, that's good. So I really like the guy. I'm not sure if it's Judas or just the guy who plays him. I might have to see if he does it flexible. I need to become my mate has a thing for Phantom of the Opera, but the guy who plays Phantom for the 25th anniversary of it. So yeah, I'm going to do that bit because I can they do a lot of good FSX for nailing him to the cross, which is in the floor, by the way. They pulled the cross out of the floor. I was just like, I would not have known that was there. Now that you've put it back down, I can see that it's there, but I would not have seen that before. So that was pretty cool, using minimalistic staging as well. This is on top of them already using minimalistic stuff. They don't do scene changes. Everything on stage is brought on or brought in the brought. You know, in the house that Jesus is, just doesn't everything normal. Priest's place, fire. Palace, vine leaves on the floor. Herod's castle, drapes, coloured drapes, stuff like that. And then for where he's been crucified, they pull a cross out the floor. So yeah, it's pretty awesome, if you ask me. So yeah, that's cool. They use good SFX for like the actual nailing of it into his wrists, his stuff like this and stuff like that. So yeah, it was good. They also do a lot good of cabbage and beetrooting, which is where you pretend to speak on stage. So you're not saying anything. Spiritually, then like cabbage, beetroot, stuff like that. And if I was editing and I saw that bit, I'd be like, damn it. So yeah, it's when you pretty much just mouth random things and it looks like you're having a conversation. You do. So yeah, they do that and then they do dice. And then his voice is really hoarse, like the guy playing Jesus, which is really good. Like I liked it. How it got into, he's doing his little thing a bit and then it gets really hoarse. He's asking for water. Oh no, drink. I think it is. Give us a drink. Could I have a drink for I'm thirsty? My lips are chapped and stuff. Actually, that might have been My Chemical Romance lyric. But yeah, he says that. And then the eccentric gives him a sponge, which probably has piss in it, or poop water, because that is how Romans used to clean themselves. Sponges. So you don't want to get your toilet sponge and your cleany sponge mixed up and be cleaning yourself. So yeah. Still quite barbaric now, but back then that was the height of hygiene. Because everyone else was getting clean in rivers and using leaves to clean their arses and stuff. So yeah, still height hygiene by then. So gets that up and ha! Funny. And they had two guys betting for the cloth that they put over Jesus' back. Because obviously, when he's on the cross, you see him like that, and it's like a red thing on his back. Which I actually found out going, because I actually did research for this. I know it's strange for me to make sure that I'm making everything right, but getting my yeah, that's actually vinegar or oil, like vegetable oil, probably olive oil or like actual vinegar, which would have made the cuts on his back burn. So yeah, and then also the thorn crowns. Funny thing, they actually had a thorn crowns right around the stage. You got lowered and raised, which I thought was quite good. And then they had two guys betting for that using dice, which is a old Roman game where you literally just roll the dice, and if you get the highest number, you win. So only betting is that easy these days. Well, it is, but you know what I mean. And then it's just, so they all leave. It's just hit Jesus on a cross on stage. So it was quite graphic. Yeah, if you're like saying to me, because all he is in this cloth underwear thing, screaming and shouting at God and Father, where you've taken me. And worst day ever. But yeah, they use really good effects and L effects, but because he screams and it echoes around the hall. And then you have a light crossing over, and then a massive light coming from behind him. He goes, he says, thank God, whatever. Pretty much, he's seen his father and he dies. So he goes, taken off. And then they use F effect, like L effects, either hitting off the golden papered walls or just shining purely through, showing being risen from the dead. Yeah, still pretty much like all the technical stuff. Two things I really liked was that every single member sung, either as the character, one of the characters, they sung, so that was pretty awesome. And I liked how they used, because they had to have young followers, they used locals, so that was cool. Similar to, if you've watched the 25th anniversary of Les Mis, the girl playing Eponine, she auditioned for that. They liked her. They said, yeah. The people that were making the film with Les Mis were like, we really like you. could you do it for film? She went, yes, and now she's a film star. All for using local casting. Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was pretty awesome. So, in conclusion, as you probably haven't noticed, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. My two favourite characters are obviously Judas and Herod. I thought they were awful. They were so awesome doing it. Like, totally awesome. Yeah, they were really good doing it. Singing wise, just their presence is pretty cool. But yeah, that's awesome. My two favourite songs are going to be anything by Judas, but I really liked Heaven on Their Mind, which is the one I showed you at the start, and Jesus Christ Superstar. But I also liked King Herod's song, that's why I put it in there. It's really quite funny, and if I could sing, I would do it. For Herod. And pretty much the dancing was awesome. It was really simple steps. Like a lot of it's just spinning, like rolling over, spinning, got a leg up like this. But it looked really good with the way that they were doing it really fast and really slow. Made it look really effective. So, yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I highly recommend you go and check out the show. So guys, I will see you guys in the morning with another video of some kind, because it won't be about college, because I didn't have college this week. I might just do my monologues. But there you go. That will get it done very quickly. Yes, I'll do my 54% acrylic and my coronavirus monologues for you. Yeah, there you go. Plans. So, I will see you guys then with that. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, then leave a like, share it, and if you haven't already, if you could subscribe, that would be awesome. I thought it was a bit spit coming out, but it wasn't. It was just my face kind of melding together as I swung my head. Yeah. So, you've been you, I've been Panda. Panda out.